back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A with you guys, just about like my journey in photography so far and just any questions you guys might have. So I asked you on my Instagram story and I got a lot of really great responses. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first question I got was, what do you want your future to look like? So photography wise, I see myself being a wedding photographer in the future, and then probably like a couple years after I've been doing it full time, I would probably get into more like editorial shots and maybe like fashion, because I really enjoy that too. But I don't think that I'd be able to live off of just fashion photography while I'm getting started. So I think that wedding would get me in the right direction to start. And even if I lose my passion for photography, which I hope never happens, I'll be able to maybe do social media or anything with my business degree that I'm getting at UMass Amherst in the fall. Next question is, if you could shoot with anyone in the world, who would it be? So for my model, I would probably pick someone like Kylie Jenner. I would want to make it like Vogue or like really like high fashion. And then for a photographer, I would love to like collab with Marina Williams, because she's my favorite photographer. I love her so much. Next question is, where are you going to college and what's your major? So I'm going to UMass Amherst and I'm studying business administration at Eisenberg. What are your goals for 2021? So some of my photography related goals are to hit 1,000 followers on Instagram, have a video go viral on TikTok, upgrade my camera, get a MacBook, and start shooting couples. For my personal life, I want to graduate high school with National Honor Society, I want to start drinking more water, and I want to go to the gym more. Dream photo shoot. So this is a really good question because I think about this a lot, honestly. My dream photo shoot would probably be maybe somewhere like really tropical or really foreign, maybe like Japan or Bora Bora, something like that, in like a really extravagant dress, like a huge gown or something like that. Or I would love to go to the Salt Flats in Utah and wear one of these gowns. I'll show a picture right here, but I actually did buy gowns that I'm going to be doing a photo shoot here, but it's obviously not going to be as good because we live in Massachusetts, but I'll give you a sneak peek. That's the black one, and that's the blue one. So those photos are coming soon. What inspired you to be a photographer? So I got my first DSLR when I was 15 and I was a sophomore in high school. And I mainly just got it because I wanted to start taking like more pictures of me and my friends together. Like, it wasn't so I could take pictures of other people, I wanted to be in them myself. But then the past summer I was hanging out with my friends and they were telling me that I should start taking people's senior pictures because I could get like easy money on the side and because I had a good camera. Would you ever think about shooting concerts or babies or something different like that? So that's a good question because usually I just do portraits. But recently I actually have been branching out into other types of photography. Like, my friend's mom actually asked me to take pictures of a house that she was putting on the market because she's a realtor. And that was actually really hard because I didn't have a wide angle lens, so it was kind of zoomed in the pictures, and I was like, it was really hard for me to get the angles. But I'd definitely be interested in branching out into other types of photography, but I really like to do portraits more than like landscape. Are you going to study photography in college? No, I am not. The main reasoning for that is that I feel like having a photography degree will only lead me towards one path, photography. Like, I'll only be able to do that with my degree. If I get a business degree, I'll be able to go in a bunch of different routes if I ever don't want to do photography anymore, or maybe like social media dies. Like, I want to be able to have different routes. I feel like I'll be able to learn a lot more if I'm a business major rather than a photography major, because most photographers are honestly self-taught, but the business side of being a freelancer is a lot harder than you would imagine. How did you save up for your camera? So my first DSLR I got for Christmas from my parents, so I didn't buy it myself. I actually am saving up for a new camera right now, and all the money has come from working at TJ Maxx and babysitting, because I babysit for a family over the summer. So that's where like most of my income comes from. What is included in a photo shoot with you? So a typical package of mine includes one location, about 2 outfits, 10 to 15 images, an hour, and it's usually like $80-ish. But most of my packages offer a deluxe version of that package, so you can get like double the amount of locations, double the amount of outfits, and double the amount of photos delivered. Do you think when you're older you'll have a second shooter? So that's a good question, because most wedding photographers have second shooters at their weddings, because a wedding day is about like 9 hours long of just straight shooting, and most clients want angles from like directly on, and then they want like the candidates from the side. So yes, I hope that when I'm older I'll be able to have a second shooter. What do you charge for a photo shoot? So for my seniors, I charge $100 for the standard package, $150 for the deluxe package. My friend's package is $60. Every additional person is $30, and you can get up to 10 people in it. An outdoor portrait is about $80, and an indoor portrait is about $75. Families are about $150. Prices range throughout all of it because there's additional costs. There's costs that can be taken off. If you're my first client, you have 20% off. So prices aren't final for anything. How do I set up my camera for self-portrait so I don't need to press any buttons? This is really, really key to taking self-portraits, is knowing how to take them without having to press the button every single time, because that's very tedious. So I have a Canon camera, so I use the Canon Connect app, and I actually have a clip right here that I can show you on how to connect your phone or your iPad to your camera. So I'll just insert that right now. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a quick little tutorial on how you connect your camera to your iPad. In my instance, I'm using an iPad, but you can use any device. So first, what you're going to do is when you turn your camera on, you're going to go to Menu, and then Wi-Fi function, and then connect to your smartphone, and then go to Review/Change Settings. Press Change Set, and then go to Easy Connection. So this is the password you use for connecting it to the settings on your iPad. So then you're going to go over to your iPad, and you're going to go down to Settings, and then you're going to go to the Wi-Fi. And you're going to pick your camera's Wi-Fi. So mine's here just named EOS T6 Soph. And then you just tap on it, and then you're going to be using that encryption key on the bottom right there. And then once you're connected, you're going to go over to the Camera Connect app right here. And then it's going to detect your camera right away. So you're going to press that. And then you're going to have to go to your camera and press OK. And then back to here, OK. And then you go to Remote Live View Shooting. So then this way you can see like where my camera is pointed and stuff. And you can just focus on anything by tapping the screen. And you can even see all your settings down here. And then when you want to take your picture, you just press the button. What's your favorite thing about photography? My favorite thing is probably sending off a gallery to someone and them just like being obsessed with it, because it makes me super, super happy. And I also love when I like give them a little sneak peek on my camera and then they're like, oh my God, I love it. What is the hardest part about taking pictures? So the hardest part of photography for me is manual shooting right now, because I don't know it by heart yet. So for those of you who don't know, manual shooting is when you have to set your ISO, your aperture, and your shutter speed all to the right setting to make a well-lit photo. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of work. I've caught myself mid-shoot not knowing what to do because I don't know why my photo's black on the camera. So I've been working on that. I'm in a bunch of courses trying to teach me like how to be more comfortable with manual shooting, but I know that it just takes time for me to get there. But the hardest part is definitely manual shooting, because most people think that photographers just have to press a button and then they're done. But that's for photographers who shoot in auto, where your camera picks every single setting for you and you don't have to do anything. But manual shooting is so much more difficult. How do you pick your locations? So I usually go on Pinterest, or I'm on TikTok, and I like see like someone's at a parking garage for a photo shoot. I'm like, oh, I need to do that. Go on Google, look for parking garages. Sometimes I'm scrolling on TikTok and they're like locations for Boston photographers. And I'm like, perfect. Like a whole notes list of all inspiration and all locations. And say I'm just driving by somewhere, I'll literally just put it in my notes in case I think it might be good, because you can make magic out of anything. For this photo right here, me and Felicia were literally just driving by and we saw that, and then I pulled over and we took pictures. So honestly, my tips for you would just be to drive around until you find something, or go on Google Maps, and then you can do like the view thing where you go through like the pictures. You can like scroll. When did you start taking photographs with a professional camera? So I got my first professional camera when I was 15, and I started taking pictures then, but I didn't start to actually think of it as a career until about 7 months ago. So I kind of already answered this, but another question is, what is your top photography related goal of 2021? And I would say that my top goal is to start shooting couples, because if I want to be a wedding photographer, I need to start shooting couples. Let me know if you want to model for me. Does it ever stress you out to think about the unknown of the future regarding a picture business? So yeah, I guess sometimes I do kind of think about, you know, like what if social media just like dies out and it's not a thing anymore? But then I remember that I'm going for a business degree, so I'll have any route in the world to go to if photography fails. Where do your ideas come from? Most of my ideas, I literally like think of them at like 11 p.m. when I'm going to bed. And then I'm like, hey Siri, write bubbles in my notes. And then it reminds me in the morning that I want to do a photo shoot with bubbles. Or I find them on TikTok or Pinterest because I'm literally scrolling through TikTok all the time. When I see something even remotely close to a photo shoot, I know that I want to do it. How old are you? So this is like a really easy question, but I'm 17. Who is your favorite photographer? Marina Williams. Here's her. She's awesome. I love her. I'm in her education group too. And the last question I'm going to answer is, does it ever bother you to have to spend money on props? So this is a really important answer because most of my clients don't know this, but if you want to use a certain prop in a photo shoot that isn't like my idea and I'm not like, oh, can you model for this photo shoot? The client is responsible for the cost of the props. So say I wanted to do a bubble photo shoot with someone, I would probably buy the bubbles because it was my idea. And I'd probably be able to use them in the future as well. So I don't really mind buying props because I know that I'm going to use them more than once. Like I have a bunch of these gel filters in like every single color of the rainbow, and they were like 12 bucks on Amazon. So I just bought them and they're really fun, and I don't really mind buying all that stuff because it's like for me. And I also could incorporate them in a self-portrait, so I don't mind buying them at all. Unless it's a client's idea, then they are responsible for it. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.
Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe with all notifications turned on.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.